What's up guys, welcome back to another Mono Blue Belcher video in Modern. The best Belcher list has become pretty stock at this point. As of now, there's only like 4 or 5 flex spots, so we'll go over them and then we can go over the sideboard. Our flex spots today are 2 Spell Pierce and 2 Spell Snare. Sometimes you'll see a full set of Pact and Negation, or you can see a mix of Spell Snare, Spell Pierce, and Pact. Today we're just doing 2 Spell Pierce and 2 Spell Snare. I like Spell Snare right now because it hits a lot of important 2-drops like Grinding Station, a Johnny, and Psychic Frog. Like I said, the rest of the deck is pretty stock at this point. The only thing that can vary is the amount of Tameshi you play, but I like the full set of Tameshi just because it pairs so well with Lotus Bloom, and it's just another way for you to win if you have Charbelcher or Whir of Invention. For the sideboard, we have 1 Portable Hole. We can bring this in and we can actually whir for it for X=1. 2 Harbinger of the Seas for Tron and Amulet decks. 2 Force of Negation and 2 Disputes for more counterspells. 1 Unable to Scream for creatures. 2 more Spell Snares because they're so good right now. We have 2 Into the Floodmaw as a flexible bounce spell. You can bounce things like Stony Silence or Pithing Needle. And then we have 3 Consigned to Memory. You definitely want to bring this in against Eldrazi decks. You can also bring this in against Storm and other artifact decks. So that's just a quick rundown of Mono Blue Belcher. Don't forget we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so we have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit the subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. On the play. And this is a solid hand. We have, I always want at least 2 lands, but we have Lotus Bloom, we have a way to find Belcher with Whir and Flagi, so we're going to keep this one. Suspend, and it's a white source, which is nice. Always want that white source for Tameshi. Brushland, ooh, Bogles. So this is pretty much like a race. At least we don't have to worry about like disruption for the most part. Another Whir, shock this in to play Flagi. We find Flare, Shoal. It's weird because like I kind of want the Disrupting Shoal so I can keep this around to block, but then we also want the lands. I mean, I guess we'll just take the Flare. We'll see what they play, like what how they equip this. Because usually they just play like 1-drops, so Shoal wouldn't be good to stop this. Another Scout, that's fine. Into, I guess we'll let this one go because it's only going to be a 2/2. We draw the Charbelcher, which is hilarious. Okay. Hilariously good, obviously. So we will play this out. We'll pass. If we draw an untapped land, we win next turn. We can Disruption. It might not even be worth it to Disruption because we want that 4th land for Charbelcher, even though it's going to be tapped. Okay, well, they just have nothing. No attacks. All right, so they click through their main phase, so they're just doing that. I'm just going to let this go. Like, it's post-main. It's kind of whatever. We can keep a Flare. This will save 3 damage. It does have Trample. I don't want to waste Travari on it. You could have maybe countered this, but got it, like, kind of whatever. Untapped land wins. And then if we don't get the untapped land, we can just whir for... We can actually maybe even keep this. Nah, we'll play it out and whir for another Lotus Bloom, maybe. All right, they pass to us. Do we draw the untapped land? Cast Lotus Bloom. Spell Snare. I mean, maybe it'll help. We'll just play out Charbelcher. We're just going to pass. We can hold up Dravari, we can hold up Spell Snare, and we have Flare. So there's like no way we can... I guess Boseiju would be the only way. Yeah, Boseiju would do it. So that's one reason to hold Charbelcher until next turn. And they definitely run at least 1 Boseiju, so definitely want to play around that. All right, against Bogles, what do we want? I don't think we really have much. Like, Harbinger can cheese them out. They do run a couple basics. Spell Pierce and Spell Snare are decent. Portable Hole could probably take care of some enchantment. It's just like a little bit of everything, but nothing's really that good. It might just be like a race. Yeah, I think we just run it back. We'll see what game 3 looks like if we can't win. All right, this has lands, Tameshi, a way to find Belcher, some counter magic. I think it's fine. We'll try it. You can go tap land turn 1. It's always sad when they keep a 7 because this deck mulligans pretty aggressively for Bogles. Sometimes it's just like impossible to find them. Another Flare. Play that, tap and pass. Hopefully they don't have like double pump. Maybe this hand's too slow. Ethereal Armor. Into Griff's Boon. 4/3. 3rd Tameshi is not what we want. Cast Trainer. Yeah, this might just be too slow, especially with the 2 draws we've had have been really bad also. Whir is probably the choice here. I'm thinking it's going to be too slow though. This has flying, so we can't even block it. And we have to bolt this in. We're going to take 4, go down to 9, go to 6. All right, so that's what they have. Oof is definitely something to... So Spell Snare is really good against that. We take 4, go down to 9. Shoal's pretty good to slow them down. We don't have white for Tameshi either. Yeah, this isn't looking good. We don't have anything to even pitch to Shoal to counter any of their stuff. I guess we'll just play out a Tameshi. You could play out Tameshi, you could hold up Whir for Lotus. I mean, we could Whir for Lotus and get that white. So if we survive somehow here, I don't think we're going to because we can't counter anything and we'd have to like sack Tameshi. I guess that's fine. It doesn't kill us right now. Rancor kills us, counter it, but we're just like dead. Yeah, we can't draw anything that would win there. Little slow hand, some poor draws. So Spell Snare, but I do like Spell Pierce though as well. Maybe like one more Spell Snare. I like the ones too for Disrupting Shoal because they're all one drops. Let me take out one Tameshi maybe on the play this time. All right, we have Lotus Bloom, Spell Pierce, lands, Shoal that we can actually Shoal. Yeah, let's keep this. We can Shoal their turn 1. They kept 7 again. But if we Shoal their turn 1, that means we don't have anything for Oof, which we could bounce it with Sync. Let's play this tapped. But I think I want to counter this just to slow them down a lot. And hopefully they don't have an Oof or another Bogle. Hopefully they're all in on that one. Lotus Bloom, suspend. Another Suppression Ray. I want to get down Thunder Trap, so let's play that out. Looking for a Belcher. We find one. So this comes off in 2 turns. We win in 2 turns. As long as they don't have like Oof, maybe. Okay, they do have another Bogle. Better than Oof. Into Rancor. So the countering this didn't really pay off like we wanted it to. Flare's a really good draw, actually. So we'll play this tapped, and then we just win next turn. Don't care about that. They get him for 5. It's weird that they don't have any other 1-drops here, which is like sketchy. I don't know what else they could have, but I guess we'll see. So this comes off suspend. I was just waiting for them to have like Orange Chant or something crazy like that. Bolt this in, cast Charbelcher, and they concede. Nice. Nice turn 4. Pretty much where you want to be. Oh no, oh, thank you. God, like I'm saying, once a stream, man. Thank you. Once a stream. That's cool. I appreciate it. I always mute to see what it sounds like on the other end, and then I always forget to turn it on. We draw another Belcher, not really what we want. We will play this tapped and then just pass, I guess. Literally once a stream. It's impossible. I need like a big red dot to just show that it's muted or not. That's right. Hopefully I was muted for that first game because that was just a one-sided slaughter. So if they have another 2-drop, we have Shoal Pitch Shoal. If we draw a land, we still can't do anything. Of course, they have a Ghost Quarter. That's brutal, man. And they have the Magistrate. All right. I'm pretty sure we like never win this matchup though. It's just like, seems pretty impossible if they have like any of their, these are like main deck cards. So like Dahlia is probably main deck. Magistrate sideboard card. Got to get super lucky. All right. They Ghost Quarter us. We can't do anything about it. Lotus Bloom. Whir is a good draw if we had that 3rd land. Fortunately, we do not. We'll see what crazy. So far, they've gone Thalia, Magistrate, and Ghost Quarter. I guess if they have White Orchid Phantom and Stony, oh my god. All right. Yeah, I mean, if they just draw their sideboard cards, they're going to win, so it's kind of whatever. Lotus Bloom comes off suspend. I feel like the only way we could win this is, let's see, this. Yeah, we're not winning this. We would need like Sink into Stupor, but then we don't make our land drops, and it's kind of whatever. I mean, we're going to keep this. We have Belcher. We have some interaction. We have our lands. Darkslick Shores. So this is going to be Frog. So Spell Pierce isn't necessary to keep up. Oh, Spell Snare. All right, well, now it is. The only thing that sucks is if they go like end of turn, Thought Scour, and kind of fill the graveyard for stuff. This could be Consider also, or nothing. But we definitely have to bolt this in for spells. They bolt that in. You have to counter this or you just straight up lose, which is why this deck is absurd. So now I guess we play, do we go to Spell Pierce or I don't know what they would do. Nah, we'll bolt this in and we'll just play Philology. Next turn we can play this tapped and hold up Spell Pierce, I guess. Don't know what we want to hit. We already have Belcher. Maybe just more counter magic, honestly. Lotus Bloom, Jirari's tempting. I guess we take the Bloom, honestly. Can play the longer game, it's okay. Turn 2 is not the craziest Bloom. We just gotta dodge some like Unearth shenanigans. This is definitely like a harder late night deck when you're like a big thinker. All right, they push it because they don't have any other targets for push and they want to free counters. No land drop, which is really nice for us, actually. Oh, of course we draw the Flare there. I guess we'll just cast this. We have the Flare now. This should resolve. Oh, spells. That's totally fine. We'd rather them like waste a Spell Snare on that. It does turn off Flare, but we already have the Belcher. Right, they consider. They're looking for a land. Thinking, yeah. I know this deck is just like definitely a thinker deck. Like definitely, like if you could just make like one play different, and it just can be the difference between you winning and losing. Like there's a lot of decks like that, but this one like especially, I'd say so. All right, we'll play this tapped. We'll pass. We can hold up Hardcast Flare, which is nice. They're missing their land drops. But yeah, this deck really punishes you if you don't make the right decision. It's tough too, because like sometimes you want a second Charbelcher. There's been times where like you'll reveal a Charbelcher from one of your guys, and it's like, do you want a second one just in case the first one dies or gets countered, or do you want like other interaction? Wow, they're really stuck on lands. I wish I had a creature out for that free counter now. Cast this. Can't imagine they pierce this, right? They do. They gotta have 6 spells at this rate? Yeah, that's true. So now here's the question. Do we spell pierce, or do we probably just pay? The only way I would spell pierce that is if we had enough mana. So we could spell pierce, this could resolve, and then we can hold up hardcast flare, but I don't think that matters, so we'll just pay. So if we did, yeah, we can cast it with pierce up. Yeah, I think that's the play. Because they're tapped out, if they have force, I guess that's a thing, but then we could just pierce it. Like they have that, wow, they don't have force either. I was gonna say, I feel like they would have to have force. So the only thing they could have to get rid of this would be land, sink into stupor, but that's impossible because they would have played sink already. They find the land. Yeah, I'm not sure what they could have to bounce this other than sink. Exactly. Keep shoving. The paying costs. All right, they unearth Oculus. Not sure what they could do here. And they play frog. Maybe they're just like playing spells. I don't know. We're just gonna kill them before this does anything. Any order? I mean, if we didn't win now, their hand is like pretty crazy. Obviously, they have all spells, but all right. So against Murktide, it's always a weird, it's kind of like unintuitive sort of how you would board against them, but you bring in disputes, unable to scream, maybe forces, but you take out some Lotus Blooms, some Charbelchers, some Tameshis. I never know if I want 2 forces or not, because it does come down to kind of a resource thing, but then it's like, what do you take out? We want our 2s, but we are going long. We'll take that out. We'll try that. Probably bring in like a portable hole as well. It's like a war target. It's a 1-lander with Lotus Bloom and Charbelcher, but we do have the Whir. I'm gonna try it. On the play, it sucks that we don't have an untapped land for, maybe this isn't a good keep, because we don't have anything for just turn 1 frog. But they are gonna be bringing in Thoughtseize. Yeah, this could probably bite us. Probably should have mulled to either account like more free counters or, but now they're just gonna Thoughtseize us. Spellbomb, okay. Yeah, kind of risky, I'd say. On tap land? All right, so I guess we have to hope that they don't play frog here. If they do, then no frog 1 time. Nice, okay, cool. All right, working out a little bit. They are gonna have like 3 to 4 consigns, which is why we board them out. Another Whir, not really what we want. Definitely looking for lands, but we can Whir end of turn for a bunch of Lotus. Well, I guess we only have 1 more actually. But if they go heavy on whatever, we can just dispute it. Unfortunately, they're not going like turbo discard for a quick Oculus. That's kind of what we want to see. Also, I think this is weird. I don't know. Are they going to bolt that in? No, they do not. Would love a land. Okay, nice. Bolt that in. Let's go Philology. If they counter it, if they snare it, I think that's fine. Like we could dispute that and hold up Flare, but then they have 2 ways of killing that. I think this is fine. Because if they just have like push, then it's kind of unfortunate. It would be nice to kind of cycle through and let that resolve. All right, they don't have another land drop. So now we get to end of turn Whir. We are going to cast this one. I'm assuming it gets, what's it called? No, okay. So we're going to assume that they have at least 2 counters. Obviously, they have all spells in hand, so we're going to assume probably Force Negation or something. Let's get a Thunder Trap down. They have another spell snare? Say no. I think that's fine. I don't think we want to be, I don't know if we want to be jamming. Like maybe we do and we want to like force them to have a bunch of stuff, so maybe we're playing too safe. So they're going to crack this looking for a land. So maybe we are playing a little safe. All right, we'll pass. I just kind of want to load up on counter spells. All right, they find their 4th land. So right now we're thinking we don't want to have to hard cast Flare with Lotus Bloom. If we have Tameshi, we can get it back. How many Tameshis did we take out? Only 1 or 2. All right, there's the Oculus. We took out 2 Tameshis. All right, let's dispute that. Hopefully they don't have another counterspell. That'd be really annoying. Please don't have another counterspell. Probably gonna have to flare it, honestly. All right, so they have Unearth, which is equally annoying. So I guess the question's gonna be, do we let it go, play Charbelcher, or like end of turn, like double setup? Questions. Like they have to have force, right? I'm gonna counter it. I'm not sure if it's right, but yeah, they can't force this one, but I'm trying to see if I want to, if like I try to go off on my turn, they're gonna have the force because they're tapping out low. Another Whir. I'm actually gonna Whir now because I want them to use the force. Like I'm fine if this gets forced. Okay, it did not. Yeah, this is pretty awkward. Another spell bomb. Yeah, we need some like permission. I mean, I'll take a Philology. Again, I don't think we have to just be jamming. It's unfortunate we're missing land drops because then that would maybe help with the Whirs, and they just keep countering. And because the creatures aren't landing, we're not able to get the flares, which would make this a lot easier. Now they have a Psychic Frog with maybe Counterspell backup. Tameshi. Is that a counter? I guess we don't have white, unfortunately. We do have white with Lotus Bloom, never mind. So if this resolves... Okay, cool. Oh, dude, no. They have the friggin' Spell Bomb. Oh, that's so annoying, actually. I'm over here talking shit about this, and now it's actually... Oh, that's really annoying. Because we can't crack this for white. If we crack this, then we can't... Then they crack this, and we get it back. We need, like, a white source, unfortunately. Do we, like, wait a turn? But then they untap, they draw 2 cards. That's so obnoxious. I guess we... Let's just, like, make them do it, I guess. We get to draw a card, at least. They should pop it now. Oh, they are going to pay the 1 to draw as well. And unfortunately, we don't have any more Lotus Blooms, so we can't whir for it. And because we showed Tameshi, they're never going to pop it until we, like, start doing stuff anyway. Unable to Scream is a solid draw. So maybe we should have... Yeah, Tameshi's sorcery speed. So you, like, have to do it now, unfortunately. So we're just going to bolt this in and deal with that. If they have the force or whatever, then so be it. Yeah, man. Yeah, they kind of had everything, dude. Dispute, Spell Snare, Frog, Force. Oy. Now they get to kind of... They have 1 card in hand, but they're going to be drawing 2 cards a turn, which sucks. I honestly think we just need untap land into Belcher and just, like, YOLO it. We've exhausted, like, most of their stuff. These Whirs looking pretty dead. Drew 3 Whirs. Usually the Whir is the card you want to see, but we just kind of drew too many things. Too much of the 1/2 of our deck. Get in for 2. Probably not getting this one, but we'll see. We need to untap land. We have to hope they don't have anything. Okay, well, they drew the Unearth, which is unfortunate. So now we need to untap land, and then we just gotta hope they don't have a counterspell. 5. See, they attack for 5 in the air. 5, 6, 7, 8. Play this. Yeah, we're just dead. Unfortunate. Like, maybe do we want another Flood Maw? Do we want any Flood Maw? I mean, the main way they win is with... I mean, they do win with Frog, but just bouncing a creature for 1 mana just to get that tempo is probably really sick. But, like, if I wanted these 2, I don't know what I'd take out as a problem. Like, maybe a Force for a Flood Maw. Because we're really, like, short on cards as it is. Not sure. There's not, like, a tried and true way. Yeah, Force is, like, nice. I don't know. All right, so we have Whirs, which is good. We have lands. This hand kind of sucks otherwise, though, right? It's just... I mean, we could hold up Javaris, Whir... I don't really like this hand. Because you can go tap land, bolt this in, hold up Javari, and then another tap land, do nothing. Oh, I'm going to mulligan. All right, this hand's better. Then we put back... I think it's going to be a land, honestly. Probably Specimen if we go tap land into this to find more. Yeah, I think that's fine. Because we can land a Philology with Flare Up, hoping they don't have a Spell Snare. Because if they do, there's nothing we can do about it. Suspend, tap land, go. But yeah, we definitely want Spell Snares. That's kind of like the name of the game to dodge the frog. We didn't see any consigns, but they didn't even need them. Another shoal. I mean, if they're countering this, though, they're not surveilling. So that's a thing. Polluted Delta. All right, so this is going to get Spell Snared. Yep. So we're going to shoal pitch shoal for frog. And then they're just going to have way more cards than us. And it's just kind of like unfortunate. No plays is also good with me. Now I guess we want lands. Or for the future, maybe. Now they just get to surveil. They keep it on top. Yeah, it sucks we have no like disputes or anything. We just want lands. Paying costs. Consign. Did they mess that up? They consigned the trigger. Okay. I feel like they just want to wait to counter it with consign, right? That's a interesting choice there. I guess we need all the help we can get because we're bricking on land, so we'll take that. They keep another card on top. Another Lotus Bloom. Now we get to cast it. Now they're probably gonna... Does this get the consign? Straight up counter spell. We could counter it. I'm trying to think like how much... So if this resolves, we could dispute this. If they're counterspelling it, that means they don't have consign, most likely. If we counter this, then we just still have nothing. It does set us up for a future. I think I'm going to let this go. I don't know if this is wrong. Thundertrap Trainer. Yeah, I'm not sure if that's wrong or not, but I think another... Okay, okay, so they did have the dispute anyway. Let's actually... We could dispute, we could flare. I'm gonna pitch dispute here. Because this should resolve and then we'll have the free flare up, I guess. And if they have force, then we just pitch again. I mean, if they force, do we care? Jeez. They really don't want this resolving, man. I mean, if we counter this, it's like stupid. Like, did it matter anyway? I think we have to because we have like nothing else going on. Yeah. All right, we'll do that. They pitched a frog, which is pretty scary. Now, like, we want lands. We probably like just need lands. Yeah. Like Flare's nice. We have to take Flare. I mean, we could take Belcher, but we're still not hitting lands. Flare at least stalls while we were, but then we're just not whirring for anything. Everything just kind of sucks. That's why this deck's so hard to play. It's just like so many decision points. We could take Belcher. I'm going to take Belcher and hopefully just like whir for... We just need a land drop. We've bottomed like everything that's not a land. So if we hit a land drop, we can whir for Lotus, Bloom, end of turn, and kind of do all that stuff, I guess. I don't know. So many decision points. And they're not playing anything, so that's kind of scary too. We draw Force. We'll get in. Every damage counts. All right, no plays from them. Still spells in hand. We draw Flare. Okay. So once we draw lands, we'll be sitting pretty, chipping away. So they don't have Murktide. They have no creatures in hand. They draw Ottawa for turn. I guess we're just going to Flare this. And then if they have another... They have a Spell Pierce. Okay, cool. All right, we're going to force it. That's why this deck is insane. They can literally cast a spell and then just unearth it for 1 mana. All right, please lands, please lands. No, come on, man. It's turn 8 and we've only seen... Yeah, we haven't even pitched lands. Like, we've only seen legit 2 lands. Hit me with a frog here. Sick. Their top decks are insane. We're just getting lucky to actually have the counters for them. Land. No. The worst draw. No, man. Turn 9, we haven't drawn a land. Did we board out, like, 1? No, we didn't board out any lands either. Yay, land. That's crazy, man. I mean, at least now we have 2 Belchers to just jam through. Because you know that they have some crap going on here. 3 cards in hand. They're not doing anything. Spell Pierce, back up. See, and then it's like you draw Spell Pierce, and now you want 2 more lands before you play anything. Turn 11. Where's I need my squishy. Squeeze this stuff into the Flood Ball. I mean, we're drawing stuff that's gonna slow the game down and keep it at this pace, I guess, if nothing else. I would take a Whir. I would take lands. They're drawing lands. Again, I'm not sure what's in their hand. I feel like they jam an Oculus, maybe. They probably can't really cast it here. Okay. They can't cast it from hand, but we definitely want this to resolve, but it's not going to. Thought Scour. Okay. Hopefully they tap out and we can Spell Pierce if they just counterspell it. I'm definitely down to counterspell or Spell Pierce to counterspell. Oh, come on. No, stop having disputes. Okay. I will not pay. Sad, sad. The game shall continue. But again, at least if they go for an Oculus or something, we can Flood Maw it. Thought Scour again. Should be looking at their graveyard. 2 consigns in the graveyard. A Force. We don't know if they're running 2 or 3 consigns. Psychic Frog. I don't want to Flood Maw. I want to Flood Maw now, but then I can't. If they just counter it, they can still pay. I think I'm going to untap. Like thinking we could Flood Maw it now and have Spell Pierce back up because... But if they just counterspell it, Spell Pierce does nothing. It's just so dead right now. Such late game. The only thing that would matter is like the card that they draw here. I think I'm going to let this go. I think we Flood Maw it. End of combat. Like, how much do we care about this? They discard a card. They discard a card. Okay, well then I guess we're going to Flood Maw it. As their last card, a counterspell. Yay. So we're just going to jam Charbelcher here. Oh, sink. Okay, we drew an untapped land. We're just going to jam it. Hopefully this is like a Force or something. Hopefully it's not just straight up counterspell. Oh, yes. Yes, baby. Spell Pierce. Wow, they had the sink too. I'm surprised they didn't let this resolve and then just sink it after the fact, I guess. All right, man. They have 1 turn. They are going to be drawing 2 cards though. So they need a sink into stupor to win or just stall. Oh no, what is this? They top decked it. They top decked the sink into stupor. That's insane. No, no. Please don't draw a counterspell. I can't believe that, man. Please, come on. And then we top deck our own. Do we want to shock this in to play around Spell Pierce? I think that's fine. We're not going to be bouncing anything. I can't believe that, man. All right. Now they have 1 more turn. They get to draw 2 more cards because Ottawa is here, so they can't bounce with Ottawa. They need the 3rd. I think they only run, I don't know how many they run. Maybe just 2 to 3. They're paying costs. You got to be out of your mind. And we played the sink into stupor because, oh my God. So we were playing around Spell Pierce. This is crazy, man. Oh, that's so unfortunate. No, not like this. I'm playing out the other Charbelcher. Oh man, that's just the saddest. Oh my God. They top deck sink into Pithing Needle. crazy, crazy, crazy. But that's what I'm saying with this deck. Like, we played out the sink to play around Spell Pierce, and I mean, maybe we shouldn't even cared. Like, we had the other Charbelcher, so that's like a reason to not care. Hey, Last God, just in time for this top deck sadness over here. So we need a sink into Stupor. We need the one of. Can we top deck well? No, we cannot. Man, that's so brutal. All right, welcome to match 4 on the draw again. This is a fantastic on the play hand. We're going to keep it. We have Suspend Lotus Bloom. Oh, no. No. Wait, why are we playing against this deck again? We're playing against Mono White Destroy Belcher again. You can't parse Belcher mulligans. It's weird. You just definitely want like an even spread of lands and ways to find Belcher. That's pretty much what it is. Like, we don't have any counter spells, but we have 2/3 of what we want. Unfortunately, we played against this White Orchid Phantom deck and we got crushed, and we're going to do it again and just get crushed again. The only way we can win this is if they don't draw a Phantom, but you know they're going to like turn to it. And we're not running a mountain in this version, so it's even more sad. All right, they get in for 1 with the cat. Forest. Oh, it's not mono white. Still, they're going to sack this, get a Phantom, and just blow us up. No Phantom, please. Because they get to look at, it's 6, right? Come on, man. This league. All right. We still have a shot. We're not completely out of it, but they just get like a million looks at more Phantoms. So it's like, they play another Flagstones without tapping the first one. Maybe they don't have the mana to cast anything. I don't know. What sucks is that it just like puts it into play too. We don't have any say about it. They get him for 3. You play it as a 3 of in Soul Trader. Oh, it's 7. Yeah, not 6, 7. Yeah, that's like a crazy random number. Like, look at 1/6 of your deck or whatever it is. So now they can look for another one and just sack this one for a new one, which is what it looks like they're doing. If I didn't have a Lotus on Suspend, I would just scoop. But we do have a bunch of lands as well. All right, play this tap and pass. We will get to play a Charbelcher at some point. Yeah, multiples, like, just crazy. Does not seem to be our league, getting paired up against double main deck White Orchid Phantom. Hopefully they don't find a flicker effect. Guide of Souls, okay. Oh no, come on. God, man. We could do this, maybe a Scream. This is like Infect versus Tron, man. Or old Infect versus old Tron. All right, on the play. We'll keep this because we have Philology with Flare. So we can flare a Phantom, or we can flare Birthing Ritual, probably. The only way you can keep a hand is if it has counters for, they have the Haywire Might. We don't care about that. Another Whir. I guess Haywire Might's annoying because we can't Whir end of turn now, but it's fine. Take Lotus Bloom, Suspend. And if for some reason they end up Haywiring Might, we can like sack it and just get another one. Just kind of cycle it. So we're assuming they have a Phantom here. Shocker. Why wouldn't they? So now we're looking for more creatures for Flare or Spell Snare. Charbelcher. Gonna bolt this in. So if they don't play a Phantom, we can Whir for Lotus. Trying to think if, even if they did, if we lowered for Lotus, because they'd be tapped out. If it was like one more turn, maybe. All right, let's Whir. I don't know what they have here. See if they just eat this now. It's tempting. They have to, right? But Seiju. Oh, come on. That's what they had. Well, Whir again. Maybe if we draw a land, we win. Untap land wins it. Not. Oh, that's fine, actually. That's perfect. Can play out Tameshi. We can win this way. We will take it. Dude, we're winning. We're winning. We beat a Phantom and a Beseiju. Get back Lotus. Return to land. Play Charbelcher. Kill you. Nice Haywire Might. Oh my god. That feels so good to beat the Phantom deck. Alright. Wonder how many Beseijus they're running. Alright, so that's pretty much how we have to win. That just makes me want like the 4th Tameshi. Now just do it on the draw? Oh man. So we have 4 Spell Snare. Like, we have to mulligan to Spell Snare, I guess. This just like wins by itself. As long as they don't have like a quick guide. I mean, the guide cat hand could also kill us. All right, I'll just run it back. We need an untap land and a Spell Snare. Spell Snare, tap land. Yeah, if this was an untap land, I'd probably jam this. Otherwise, I mean, it's also a 1-lander too. We can shoal pitching Philology, but then we're not. Ah, it's so close. I think I have to keep. Against this match, I'm fine with keeping to pitch shoal pitching Philology. It's going to be awkward, but we'll see. Guide of Souls. Hopefully they don't have a Guide of Souls cat hand. All right, I guess we're going to shock this in. Good draw, though. Good draw for sure. So now we don't have to pitch anything. The only annoying thing is we don't get to play this on curve, but I think that's fine. Yeah, bolt in. Bolted in, down to 17. Another Guide of Souls, sure. And if we're doing that, then they probably know we have something, but it's whatever. Please no cat. Surveil land, please. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, we're just gonna lose to this draw. This is just like the nuts. We don't have any way. I guess we could have, oh, you know what? That was my fault. We should have shouled that. Yeah. But no, we definitely should have shouled the Ocelot Pride. I clicked through that too quickly. I 100% would have pitched Spell Snow there. Because like we can't let this go. Even if they have the what's it called? The Phantom, we still have a, I don't even know, honestly. I guess it's a lose-lose. If they have it, they have it. But all right, we'll play this. Let me just pass. Regretting decisions. Lush Portico. Haywire Might, I guess, sure. Yeah, these draws. And again, this is why this deck is really good, because they have just the beatdown plan, they have the land destruction plan, but we'd be in a much better position if I countered this. Yeah, energy is fine. It's whatever. Scream. We did bring in forces last time. We're not going to bring in force. We'll bring in Flood Maw. Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Side like that. Definitely not a good league, though. You know, you have those leagues where you just keep every 7 and you just draw everything you need. You start out with everything and it just goes so smoothly. And then you have leagues like this where it's just, you can't buy a win. I remember Swiss, you playing E-Tron that one time just on a whim and just 5-0ing, just steamrolling every single game like 2-0. Just having turn 3 Tron into like the nuts every time. And it was just like hilarious to watch. That was like one of the easiest 5-0s I've ever seen. There was just like no shot. It was so cool. Bridge would actually be really funny though, now that I think about it. But it's just like, I mean, maybe as like a 1-0 as a whir target, I could totally see that. But if you're whirring for 3, like why aren't you whirring for 4? Kind of like, I don't know. All right, game 2. It's another 1-lander with Lotus Bloom. This hand's like really solid too. I'm gonna keep it. We have Unable to Scream against a turn 2 Frog. We can just kind of hope to draw it. I don't know. I'm just like sick of mulliganing. We've mulliganed like so much. It's like over. And if they have like Thoughtseize and Steel and Oil bullcrap, like you don't want to mulligan against this. So even if we did keep a 2-lander, they would just take the second land most likely. So I think this is fine to keep. What do they take? Unable to Scream, so they can play their 2-drop. I feel like this is a pretty hard to not take. And we just have to bank on drawing an untap land, which is what, like 40% maybe? I mean, for a land, it's like, it's gotta be pretty high just to draw any land. But I mean, we've had games where we didn't draw a land for a while. Wow, they took the Thundertrap Trainer. I'll take it. Tap land? Sure. Yeah, so Thundertrap is just better. Non-creature, non-land card. This is non-creature, non-land card as well. This just mill. This is better for mill. This is just more looks. All right, so they have 2 mana up. We'll bait with this. We have to play it. We have to look for lands. Our last opponent had like 1,000 disputes. We'll see if this opponent gets just as lucky. They could have 4 spell snares, 3 disputes. Right, they crack it. Maybe they get a surveil land. I mean, if they blow a counterspell on it, I'd be happy about that. They're shocking it in, so it looks like they are. We also want these to land, so that way Thundertrap is our Flare of Denial is turned on. Untap land would be nice. Cast Lotus Bloom. They have consigned for this? Okay, sure. No, Charbelcher. We're going to play Thundertrap. We have to look for an untap land and then hopefully cast Unable to Scream. Not good. You have to take the land and then pass. So they are going to get to fly the frog before we can Unable to Scream it. But we do have Flare up. If we draw an untap land, do we just jam Belcher? Maybe. Don't give a flying. Don't give a flying. I mean, at least if they're giving a flying, they're reducing their graveyard count. They have Shoot the Sheriff still in the deck. I feel like that's weird, right? I feel like you have to have more sideboard cards enough to take out Shoot the Sheriff. They get in. So now they don't have to ruin their graveyard. Maybe worried about Harbinger? I mean, maybe. I mean, they play it themselves. I feel like they would think that they don't have to worry about Harbinger because we're like never bringing in. Oh my god. Okay, well, they're tapped out. We draw Tameshi, but we don't have a white source. 1, 2, 3. They can only give 1 flying. They are tapped out, and they have their F6 too. So if we draw an untapped land at any point, we have a shot. If we draw Whir of Invention, we win. If we draw untapped land, we have a chance at winning. Suppression Field, they top with Preordain. So that's not. They sink into Stupor. Oh man. All right. There's 1 sink into Stupor down, or there's 2 down. But now they draw 2 cards. We draw no untapped land. I don't expect much from this league anymore, so kind of at the point of just like acceptance. Dude, what? So weird, dude. Double Shoot the Sheriff. Like, not only did they not board it out, they brought another in. So weird, man. Into Oculus, and then we're just like already tapped out. Murktide. I kind of want to see what this does. Does it turn into an O2 or does it as an O2 with 5 counters on it? Probably going to get countered anyway. Yeah, Jesus. O2 with 5 counters, that's what I figured. All right, so that was Mono Blue Belcher in Modern. That was a pretty unfortunate league. We got a little unlucky in our matchups and got bullied by Demir. Even though the league didn't go so well, I still wanted to show the potential power of the deck. It can be a really hard deck to pilot, so you definitely want to get those reps in. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I definitely plan to take my own advice and get more reps in with this deck before we come back the next time. But if you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.